to get into why this is such a big deal. There are Americans who might not have ever heard of the Hatch Act, don't know what it says. Can you explain why it is such an abuse of power for the president to stand in front of the White House and accept the nomination by his party for president again?
Certainly. Thank you, Katie. And what we saw in that clip is just an obscenity. I think Walter Shaw is exactly right. He described it as a civic sin and maybe a religious sin as well. But the whole point of the Hatch Act, the whole point of the law that prohibits you from using federal resources in your campaign, which goes back to the Roosevelt era, is that you shouldn't be able to perpetuate yourself in office by misusing federal employees, federal money, federal buildings, federal properties to help your campaign. You shouldn't be able to coerce employees in particular by threatening if they help your campaign, you'll reward them. If they don't, they'll lose their jobs. You shouldn't have that leverage over people in the federal government. So what Donald Trump is doing here, and I think this is really key to understanding such a flagrant abuse of the Hatch Act, the lawlessness is the point. It's not a side effect of him merely wanting this backdrop and the ego gratification. The breaking of the law is Trump's point. Like so many other autocrats and aspiring autocrats, he is proud of his lawlessness. And we see it time and time again, in other areas of the government as well. The immigration policy, for example, people point out, putting children in cages is cruel, as if it were a side effect, an unintended consequence, when the cruelty is the point. And here the lawlessness is the point, which, you might say is ironic for someone running on a law and order platform, but it's the playbook of all autocrats. I must violate the law. I'm above the law under Article 2. This president would say he can do whatever he wants in order to protect law and order. And it's dangerous.
He's made it clear he thinks he can do whatever he wants, and he's going to keep on doing it. He's acting with a certain sense of impunity. Do we need stricter laws with tougher consequences for this sort of behavior in the future?
I think we do. And, if you look at the federal workforce, those that have been brought up on charges, civil charges by the special counsel's office, I'm sure they feel like the penalties are pretty severe that they have faced. Some have lost their jobs. Some have had to work without pay. What they're seeing, though, is that for the president or Kellyanne Conway, who said basically when it was pointed out her dozens of violations of the law, blah, 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 tell me about it when you take me to jail, or Mark Meadows saying nobody cares about that outside the Beltway. What most federal employees are seeing is a complete double standard. For them, it does have serious consequences. It affects their livelihood. For the president and his criminal cronies, there is no consequence. And for this and so many other things, we really need a package of our own post-Watergate reforms, for lack of a better description, to curb these kind of violations of law and norm of office.